You have caused quite the stir, and ancient energy has awoken. It is awake. It is energy that has never been seen on the planet in millennia. I'm not sure. The energy, I am sure. I am so sure, because this is God telling me to trust these messages that have been coming through all day. Well, actually for a little while now. But this massive energy, I talked about this in the last video, of a shift, of shifting energies. And there is so much pushback to this shift, and it's laughable. The dragons are laughing. If that tells you anything, how ancient this energy is. It involves dragons, it involves dinosaurs, it involves Sekhmet, Ptah, Ma'at, Beset, ancient Egypt. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It is me, Laura Lily, and I thought I would wear the Phoenix rising, a dragon and lions. It looks like a phoenix rising, but it's a dragon. The dragons are with us now. They've been with us, but there has been an ancient energy that has awakened on the planet, that is finally awake on the planet and aware that it is awake. And that is why this is such a big deal, because this energy has awakened, and it has also been in a slumber, because it was awakened and then it didn't believe that it was true, because it was so big, and this message was too big to believe, because the unseen is so much bigger than what is seen. And until we are truly able to believe in the infinite, which is anything that is not seen, and it's bigger energy and bigger power and bigger messages than we've ever come in contact with in our history of existence, I guess is what is being brought through now. I was just splitting the deck on some cards. The Golden Christed Dragon came through. Jesus is here. Atam Ra. I split the cards like I do, and I came on upon all major arcana, the Lovers, the Sun, the Hermit, the Star, the Hierophant, and then all Wands energy after that. The Eight of Wands, the Six of Wands, the King of Wands. You have caused quite a stir, and I think that means the collective. The energies that support us by us having faith. They haven't seen a faith like this in millennia. That was the other big message. And you're beautiful, it's true. That song, just so much energy of love, of fire, of rage, of people wanting you to go back into your shell, but you'll never, ever fit in that shell again. And you don't want to, and you don't want to go back in that shell ever again. And all the energies, all the dragons, all of the ancient beings that were here before us are back again to assist in the light, the love. The creation of something new and better is coming through again. Okay, so we're going to read the Golden Christed Dragon. This was also kind of a warning message that I've been being guided to talk about. And I don't usually talk about these. Usually you see me get angry or pissy in my messages and just say, like, when I see cards that are, you can tell that people are trying to put their nose where they don't belong. Worried more about you than they should be. But this is on a very, very large scale, of the people that thought they were going to stop this awakening, this energy from awakening, the people from awakening, our heart spaces from awakening. And when people have devoted themselves to God and said, hey God, I choose you, I choose love, I choose light, I choose grace. And you say, oh, God says, okay, noted, you are mine now, and God takes you, and you're with God, and your plan and God's plan are one. And you're not out there trying to do things that God doesn't know about. And you're not out there trying to create underneath God's nose. Because you can't hide anything from God, for first and foremost, right? It's like, that we know is true. But the message is, those who are thinking that they're doing their magic or their rituals or whatever it is to try to stop a certain individual or a group of people or anyone, anywhere, anytime, God sees you, the dragons see you, and they are on fire. Have you seen what dragons do in the movies? Myths are not just myths, is what's coming through. And if you're a Game of Thrones person and you loved the dragons and you felt a connection to them, that was no mistake. Okay, so the Golden Christ did. So what I was really trying to say about the messages coming through about anyone trying to stop what is happening now at this point. There's that thing called law of cause and effect, which we also have been calling it karma, but it's the same thing. What goes around comes around. That which you put out, you get back. But if you're trying to stop somebody who is on their path with God and they have devoted themselves and surrendered themselves to God and said, my path is God's path, my light is God's light, I am that I am, and you're still trying to stop them, not only will it be instant karma, but it will be like Sekhmet is hunting you down for blood. Because she don't play. This energy don't play. And maybe that's the ancient energy that they are speaking of that is stirred up and awakened now on the planet. Sekhmet and Ptah. I'm learning about these cards. I wasn't ready to do a reading with these cards yet, but I was guided to do so, so that is what I'm doing. So without further ado, just know the dragons are here. Thank you, dragons. Call on your dragons every day because they're not going anywhere. And the more there's dragons that have awakened that are, I know this sounds wild to anyone who's like, there's no such thing as dragons, Laura. I mean, maybe when you were a kid you had a wild imagination, but you're an adult now. Put down the coloring books, put down your imagination. And it's like, there was a reason we were told not to imagine. There was a reason we were told not to dream. And that these were just myths and fairy tales from long, long ago. And so if you can believe it is real, then it is. And so it is. What you think you become, wait, what is it? Yeah, what you think you become, what you feel you attract, and what you imagine you create. So why wouldn't we create dragons that protect us? That we're not just, that we've already gotten storylines. We don't even have to create them from thin air. We can just say, okay, dragons are real and they protect us. Because what is going on in the world, I think we need protection from. And we are not alone. And God said, call on me and you will have protection. And God has a big, big, big army of not just angels, but we can call them all angels. And they all fall under that title of angels. But there are dragons, there are dinosaurs, there are ETs. So basically anything that we don't know or recognize, there is protection from all levels, on all dimensions, on all planes, on all times of existence, and it is here now. And so when I said there was a warning, it was just that if you continue to try to play in somebody's energy who has already surrendered themselves to God, you're going to deal with the wrath of God. And they're saying to talk about Job in the Bible, but Job was very faithful and loyal to God. And that was not an awake God in that time frame. But basically they were saying if God could do that to a child of light, a devoted child of light. And you're not a devoted child of light, and you're acting, or you might play one on TV, but then behind the scenes, you're being naughty. There's a special place for you. That's all I guess I need to say on that. The golden Christed dragon brings you higher love so that you embody the Christ light. Absorb Christ light. You are protected. Expand your heart and remain fifth dimensional. Golden Christed dragons are fifth dimensional dragons with huge golden energy fields. They can access the Christ light of unconditional love at the ninth dimensional frequency, which is the highest facet of love energy that is available to us at this time. Oh, and that's what's coming through, is so there could be even higher dimensions of love becoming available to us because of what has been stirred up. But for right now, this is what was known when this was written. And let it pour into us at the maximum level we can absorb. And maybe we're only able to absorb it to that level, but it's coming in that we are going to be absorbing more unconditional love and light. They will come to us on our birthday or on special occasions or celebrations and flood us with the cosmic gift of their special light. They will also come to us if we call them. Then they will surround our aura with their protective golden light, enabling us to remain fifth dimensional. You are blessed to receive this card, for the luminous golden Christed dragons will automatically flood you with the purest Christ light. They will remind you that your heart is incredibly powerful and will pour pure love into the center of it, and in order to open it further, be ready to accept this love and then to spread it to others. These dragons also come to remind you that you have a special connection to the golden era of Atlantis. This may have been in incarnation or in your spirit body. It is time to remember who you truly are, so ask the golden Christed dragons to help you bring back your gifts and talents in your dream state. What the golden Christed dragons give to you, you can pass on to others, so radiate the golden energy of the Christ to those with whom you are in contact with today. So this is really big. This is a really big deal. I've not been called to do too many messages lately. And the messages that have been coming through have changed a lot, from worrying about what everyone else is thinking and doing and saying to really more focusing on you and what you have within you that you need to bring to the world at this time in order to bring that through. It is all about being your most true, authentic self and allowing who you truly are at your core, which is unconditional love, which is why these dragons and God's angels, an army of benevolent, loving beings of light, are here to help at this time. This is something that has been being pushed back and trying to be stopped for a very, very, very long time. But there are enough people and beings and energies on the planet that have awoken to their power, to their true spark, to their true core of light. There's a lot going on above me right now, again, like usual. So I'm trying to bring through what I can, but it's kind of being, I call on the dragons to encircle me in your beautiful flame of love. I know how wild and out there this message sounds, but if we don't think bigger and allow the most unimaginable, infinite possibilities, then when will we ever receive more than what we've already been given? When will it ever change? We must first change our heart and our mind to be capable of expanding into the unthinkable, the unknowable, the unknown, and the unseen, in order for us to become more ascended, more light-filled, more high vibrational, more high frequency. We have to allow these frequencies of higher love and higher light and higher energies that are here to help us to bring through this energy. It's not just a really cool saying on a tarot card. It's true divine infinite energies that God wants us to connect to at this time. And then just by being grateful for what we have and allowing love to be our main energy, and focusing on ourselves, staying in our lane, not not worrying about what Joe Schmo or your neighbor or your colleague or your friend is doing, and just saying, I love them and I give them the space to become who they came here to be, because the illusion of what this world is getting really old, and I'm really just, I'm ready for a change. I'm ready for something better, and in order for the change, we have to open and expand our minds and allow better. But if we're always just going to laugh at everything and say, well, that's not possible. I'm speaking the truth. The King of Swords came up. There are better ways to bring in abundance into our lives. When we expand our minds and expand our hearts and open up to the infinite possibilities, new ideas, with the Page of Cups here will come to us. God will send in messengers and energies to help us, and we have been stuck in a rut long enough that it's time for all of this energy to start flowing again. Oh, that was the other thing. I know a lot of readers have been talking about maybe ascension symptoms or issues with the root chakra and the sacral, and like just I think a lot of it has to do with specific people or groups or things knowing about who and what you are and targeting your energy centers. But the dragons are here to protect your energy centers as you call on them. And that is what God was talking about. If you keep directly trying to harm people or do things to them in the nighttime, in the sleep, in the astral, it is not going to end well for you. And yes, it is an actual like warning. Yeah, I'm speaking God's truth with the Ace of Swords coming out here. And I said that with the King of Swords, like I'm literally just bringing through these messages. I am aware of what they sound like, but I'm not here to judge the messages. I am only here to bring them through. I'm not going to stop. I am bringing through a balanced message of masculine, and that was okay. So the masculine and feminine energies have been in a better balance on the planet now, and so that is also why these energies are able to come through, because people are able to not work so hard, but work when you need to work, but then rest when you need to rest. When you listen to the guidance of your intuition, which is God, and your GPS system, which is God, which is, your gut and your second brain, if you will. But when that was being blocked, so that's what was going on. So this is this energy, this shift, they were trying to block it. So you may have had physical blockages in your body, but this is being stirred up and this is being moved out. So you may also be experiencing that now, if you get my drift. Because they were trying to block your creation center with the Empress here. You are here to create worlds. That is literally your mission, your duty, to expand your heart space and allow the creations that come through to be authentic and real and in a space of love, of higher vibration. And I'm not making this up. There's the movement with the Chariot card. Energies are flowing. Ancient energies have awakened, and you can't put them back to sleep. They're not going back to sleep. And it's exciting. Oh, what a time to be alive. The Eight of Wands, it's coming in fast, it's coming in hot. These shifts, these changes, the world is changing faster than we will even recognize it. Yes, justice will be served. The state of fear that they have been trapping people in for millennia, just with how people are to make money and how people are to survive and how people are to get along in this world. That fear of just not having enough, those energies are being washed out, and abundance is being brought in through this light, through these dragons burning out the old ways that are not serving. The air dragon here is on the bottom, helps you rise above earthly matters, like I was just talking about. When we stop focusing so much on the how of making the money and how the abundance is going to come in, but rather following our heart space and opening up to the knowingness that God is always providing for me. When I call on God, God responds. And so this helps you communicate honestly, brings inspiration and hope, and you see life from a higher perspective with the air dragon. The wheel on the bottom of the deck, it's shifting, like the energy is shifting, it's flowing. That's why this message was able to come through, because usually I get home from work and I'm too tired to do a message. And today I was just gonna watch the show I've been watching lately, and I got really nudged into doing this message. It was a choice. I had the choice to bring through this message or to just wait a little longer to watch my show and bring it through now. And this choice, it's like this message is that it's so big, it's so much bigger than just me bringing through this message. It's the light codes, the energy codes, the vibration codes, like it's all just coming through right now because we're ready, because now we're ready for the justice. Everyone that is doing things that they thought was in the dark with the 7 of Swords here, like it's all been seen, and God's been really, watching much more closely than people will ever even, most people don't believe in God. And so God's saying it's time to show them rather, just how real God is. How real this energy of light, of God, of love, of power, of creation, of divine infinite intelligence truly is, because this beautiful world didn't get created by mistake, okay? The scales are coming into balance. The 6 of Pentacles card here. Like I was saying before, different ways of making money, just not worrying as much. People are releasing the fear of behind how they're going to get abundance. When you release the fear, or this is a message that is God is asking us to release the fear of how we will become more abundant in our life. And when we give, we receive. And that is God's promise to us. And when we ask, we receive. When we ask knowing that it is done, when we say, I know that I'm a millionaire, I know that I have everything I've ever needed under the sun, God always provides for me. Then yes, your wishes are granted. Your wishes are coming true. I can't make this up. The Ace of Pentacles popped out when I said that, which is what your fulfillment card, your money card. It's all coming in. It's already here. It's coming into fruition. The energy that was being blocked, the ideas that were being blocked, the creations that were being blocked. I know it has a lot to do with Sekhmet, because she is a violent, rageful being. From what I was just reading, like I said, I'm still learning more about these cards. But your wishes are coming true. Your wish is my command, I hear. With the 9 of Cups coming out, that is your wish card. It is the new moon on the 16th, so anything that you have been asking for, with the knowingness that it's already yours, is going to be coming into fruition very soon. So continue to keep your thoughts positive. Continue to know that everything is always working out for you. It's always been working out for you. It's never not been working out for you. You've manifested your entire life up to this point, and when you start giving yourself more credit, you give God more credit, and you start to see the rewards of those positive thoughts. Oh my goodness, the Queen of Wands and the Ace of Wands. It's going to be magical. It's going to seem, your life is going to be so magical that it's going to, yeah, and with the 6 of Wands, it's victory. Victory is yours. Victory is all that is coming. There is no stopping you now. You went from the 5 of Cups to the Ace of Cups. Wheels. The energies have shifted, and whoever wishes for us to stay in our low vibration is what I mean by when I say they. So I don't know who it is. I'm not giving them any titles or names other than the energies that would wish for humanity and the collective to stay in a low vibration. They are not going to be victorious in whatever they've thought that they would try to do. And this was like the final warning to say, like, stop trying to stop everyone from having a better life, because God is watching, and justice will be served. Okay, I know the message has been a little bit choppy, but yeah, walking away from that which is not serving you will take you right into the door of romance with the energy cards here next. You're very lucky at this time. If you're not sure, just tell yourself, I'm so lucky. I'm the luckiest person I know. I am so lucky. Look at how lucky you are. Getting out into nature and walking barefoot on the ground. I've just recently put a post. I think it's still on my channel. It was just saying how literally connecting to the earth is good for inflammation. It helps with your cortisol and stress levels. It helps heal your body. Mother Earth is a mother of healing. It's like we've got rubber on our shoes and we are so disconnected from the earth. So when you can get out there and touch a tree and just have gratitude in your heart, allow the sunshine to get onto your face every day and to your body. It's not scary unless you say it's scary. Then it's, you know what I mean? It is what you say it is. Everything is what you say it is. So say positive things. You are coming into your abundance, your period of true abundance, and you will be appreciated more. You will have appreciation in the fire dragon. And that is a perfect way to end this because you see what's going on here, but with the Sekhmet energy coming through, and then the fire dragon burns up the lower energies around you. You are safe to proceed, be determined and inspired. Clear your soul pathway. Yeah, there's a death and a rebirth coming in now. That is the truth. When you release that which is not serving you, it brings in a total transformation. And you have new guides, and these new guides might be dragons, or they've always been dragons, but you haven't been able to allow that to be true, or you haven't been able to wrap your mind around the fact that there really are dragon energies that protect us. Fire dragon. Fourth dimensional fire dragons radiate a bright orange fiery light. They are powerful beings who give us power, thrust, and determination when we work with them. They are the master clearance experts and will direct their blazing flames at anything we ask them to, transmuting lower vibrations that no longer serve us. They will fly in front of us when we travel, often burning up challenges before we reach them. So you just say, when you wake up or when you're going out, say, dragons, please clear the path for me. Dear dragons, thank you for burning up all energies in this moment right here and right now that are not serving me, and please make my path clear. I love you, and I'm grateful for your guidance. And so it is. They are also extremely protective of their companions and those who work with them. They will light up our friends and roar at those who undermine us. If you have received this card, it is time to invite the fire dragons to burn up any circumstances in your life that are not serving you. Call on them to delve deep into your childhood or past lives to release you from your past so that your future can shine. They have the ability and power to travel along the timeline of your soul journey, clearing, healing, and transmuting as they do so. They are happy to do this, and while you sleep, if you ask them. So just ask when you go to bed, dragons, surround me with your divine light, your fire, burning up anything that is not serving my highest good, and it is so. Ask them to clear the light and to clear and light the path in front of you each day. And then relax and trust that it is all as it should be. And that is one of the huge, most biggest parts of this, is trusting and not fearing, because that fear takes you right back out of believing and knowing that this is true. The orange dragons have huge open hearts and love to keep you safe by creating a fiery wall of protection around you and your home and your family. So remember to ask them to do so. Call on them to light up their flames and breathe inspiration into you. You may be amazed at the positive and courageous way that you start to deal with people and situations. Guys, this is so real, and it really works. If you work it. Just ask the dragons. Hey, thanks for being here. Thanks for shining your light, for clearing the path for me. Thank you for burning up the lower energies around me. I am safe. I am protected. I am determined and I am inspired, and I came here to fulfill my mission, and with the dragons and God and the divine infinite intelligence of the universe supporting me, all things are possible. All right, you guys, I will get, and I know I say this, but we are all chosen. It's just a matter of which side you choose to be on. We're all here right now, so we're all chosen to be here. Do you choose love or do you choose the other? Oh yeah, I didn't have my crystals out, but guess what? They're in my pocket and they're surrounding me now. All of my crystals are surrounding me now. We talked about Atlantis in that reading. Your name holds power. Wake up. Wake up, wake up. It's the first of the month. You came here to be the baller of your life. That's what came through. Lucid dreams, you have the power and the gift of courage. Don't forget that. You're a starseed. We are all starseeds, and you are God's ambassador. We talked about that last time. And the dragons are here to create and help you with divine protection and intervention. So if there's things that seem like blockages, ask the dragons to bring them to a close, closing out all energies that are no longer serving my highest light. And you are maybe, here to help heal people with the Healer of the Ages card. I know that I ask God to help me heal so that I can help others heal. And I think we can all do that and pay it forward as we are meant to. And God will always help us find a way, even when it seems like there's no fucking way. I did so good this whole reading without swearing, so I think I should pat myself on the back. Good job, everybody. Everyone who is believing in themselves, believing in your true, authentic self, not trying to be like everyone else, but being who you truly are at your core and allowing the truth of who and what you are to come through and shine bright and to help others when you see people who need help, and just love everyone where they're at and know that you were once there, so you can't judge them and you got to give them grace, and just to love everyone and to know that all things are possible through love. Okay, if you build it, they will come. Wake up and dream big, and I will see you on the next one. Call on your dragons. They cannot wait to hear from you. I love you guys so much. Thank you for stopping by. Love you, mean it. Mwah. Bye.